Today we're doing a 3-round rookie mock draft, and we're using something new. We're using a Fantasy Pros simulator to simulate the picks, to see what it's like, honestly. And usually with these simulators, you just use them a few times to get a good feel of what's going on. Maybe use another one, and you're kind of good to go for a draft in a different way, looking at some other mock drafts. But we're going to use that today. Before we dig in, though, you need to click that subscribe button right now. We're looking at these rookies every day. We're doing mock drafts. We're doing player profiles. We're doing rankings. It's all here right on the channel. Click that button. Stop missing out. We're starting off here with the settings so you get a good look. This is free. You don't even have to make an account, I don't think. I have an account, but I don't know much about it. So 3 rounds, snake, basic. I'm doing default settings, not 2 QB or super flex. Honestly, I'll do another one like that. No pick clock, but we will go at random, and it will be at 6. I'm picking in the middle. So let's start this draft right now. Players are off the board. Let's take a look at the draft board right now. First players off: Ashton Jeanty, Cam Skadaboo, T-Mac, Luther Burden, and Omarion Hampton. Cam Skadaboo's not getting selected this high unless something crazy happens, like he goes to the Chiefs in the first round or something like that. He just becomes Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the juiced up version, the 2.0, whatever. That being said, everything's to par-ish. Omarion Hampton would be 102 range, honestly. But still, it's a simulator, and you know the PFF simulators and all the other ones for the real NFL draft, they get a little bit wonky. We try to break them. We try to break them. Cheat sheet-wise, I like this. You got the rankings, everything down here. They're suggesting Emeka Egbuka. I got TreVeyon Henderson, Tyler Warren, Matthew Golden. I do like the pictures up here and what they have. I'm looking at running back. It's between these 3 running backs. I like Emeka Egbuka, but it's between these 3 running backs right now. Right now until the draft tells me different. Emeka Egbuka, you're getting a first-round wide receiver. I get that. I want that top-tier running back upside. I'm going Quinshon Judkins. I honestly do not think he's too far off from Omarion Hampton and Ashton Jeanty. I don't think we're too far off. I think we're right there, actually. Before the 2024 season, he would be that guy for you. He would be that guy in the class. He's coming on down for me. More picks are coming off the board. I like how it looks. It has stepped it up in the presentation department. Over here to the side, we got the picks. I'd rather just go to the draft board. It fills up pretty good. You can kind of see it pretty good on my screen here. And looking at the picks so you can see them all. I need to consolidate it a little bit more. Figure that out. But looking at what we got coming off the board here, we got Devin Neal, Travis Hunter, Alec Aomayo, Jalen Royals at 203. Matthew Golden fall into the second round. Kaleb Johnson at 112. So going over here to look at the picks, Kaleb Johnson at 112. That's interesting to note there. Colston Loveland, the beginning of the second round. Cam Ward, first quarterback off the board, 1 QB. That's kind of early. Simulator does not really recognize that. Trey Harris, back end of the first. I like Trey Harris. I think he's going to be a solid second-round selection, but that back end of the first could get kind of dicey depending on what happens with the economics of this running back class. Honestly, when I look at this, not too horrible. TreVeyon Henderson, Tyler Warren, but looking at the picks here, what's there on the board, Devin Neal coming off the board. I don't see the cheat sheet yet. I'm not looking at it. Shedeur Sanders is their top suggestion. That's not what I'm doing, guys. That's not what I'm doing. I guarantee you there's going to be a running back on the board. Who are they suggesting? RJ Harvey, Dylan Sampson, Ollie Gordon, Damian Martinez. All that's at running back. Jaden Higgins. I like Higgins a lot. I like Higgins a lot. I like this running back class that much as well. However, where's Giddens at? He didn't get drafted. He didn't. Do they have Giddens up there with the running backs? Where's he at? Giddens is low. They have him low. Should I try to moneyball with them or just play how I would do it with my rankings? I have Giddens ahead of all those running backs. Because I imagine when it comes back to me in the 3rd round, I'd get Giddens. That being said, I'm drafting Giddens just so it's not too easy for me. as you see when I'm playing the rookie drafts right now, I am here to stack up on running backs. I'm not sleeping on anybody. That is my style with this year's running back class. As you can see the board, Harold Fannin, Jackson Dart, Jalen Milroe, quarterbacks in the 3rd round, Tez Johnson, Jaden Higgins. Going over the 2nd round. Remember, I went DJ Giddens right there, right after Devin Neal. After me, Isaiah Bond, upside play at wide receiver. I don't mind that at all. Jack Vetch, Dylan Sampson. That's a good deal at running back. Really depends on ADP or where he goes in the draft, actually. But I think he's going to be a good day 2 selection. I think he is. Xavier Restrepo coming off. I think you got a running back looking at me in the face. What? Only one running back came off the board after me. I got another running back looking at me. They're making this too easy. I should set rules where I can't draft running backs, but I did not. Ollie Gordon's there. RJ Harvey. Elijah Arroyo, I like him. Just looking at what's there, I like Terrence Ferguson a lot. I like Mason Taylor too. I think he's got more NFL upside to him. Wide receivers, Jalen Knowles got some speed. Wide receiver has thinned out immensely. I imagine their cheat sheet. Their rankings aren't that good, but I ain't gonna lie to you. It's not like Fantasy Pros is good anyways. They're not good. It's not a good resource. They're not the best. I don't know who is the best, but there we are. RJ Harvey, Ollie Gordon, Damian Martinez, Bashal Tootin, Quinn Ewers and company down there. Kyle McCord. Looking at everything down here. Tight ends down there real low. They could add them right up here. They could add tight end right up here, but some reason they're down here. They got to fix the coding. But looking at this, Elijah Arroyo, Gunnar Helm. Looking at what's going on back here. I mean, RJ Harvey's too easy. Like, look at this. This is too easy. Let's make the pick. Let's see what happens with this draft. Bam. Look at what's coming on down. I'm not signing up with you guys. You guys can't even get your rankings right. So looking at the draft log, the final picks, let's not do that. Looking at what happened after I selected. So I drafted RJ Harvey. Savion Williams comes off the board. Jalen Noel, Kyle McCord with running back still on the board. A deep running back class with it being 1 QB. It does not pick up the settings. Will Howard, Quinn Ewers just right there in a pocket. Ollie Gordon. Honestly, the simulator does not pick up positional needs. But, all that being said, I would be slamming running backs in this draft. Wide receiver-wise, just get them early. Get your guys that you like early. Have a couple flag plants there in the 2nd round that you're looking for and see what happens in the NFL draft. Get your wide receivers early. You can be pounding them out in the 2nd and 3rd rounds pretty good. I imagine the running back well will start to tear off pretty good in that 3rd round. You're not going to see RJ Harvey's there. You're not going to see like the Ollie Gordons unless they fell in the draft there. You're not going to see that. You're not going to see that potential. But the one thing we learned from this mock draft simulator is that it's a good experiment to run through. I did want to test it. It did have one crazy pick in the 1st round. The 1st round was okay. And then after the 2nd and 3rd round, things got a little bit dicey. That's what I was kind of expecting because I see that with all the simulators. It's like that year after year after year after year. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Are you going to try this one out? You might as well. It's free. It only takes a few seconds. I'll have more videos on this as well with different players, more rounds, and everything else. I want to thank you for watching. Catch you on the next video.